Is there any chance that Canada or China could also get out of the tariffs after you struck a deal with Mexico?
Well, nobody's out. I can't tell you what's going to happen.
You mentioned that he could agree to change your mind on the tariffs?
Well, we can always, look, what I'd like to see, Canada become our 51st state. Nobody can compete with us because we're the pot of gold. But if we don't keep winning and keep doing well, we won't be the pot of gold, and then tariffs won't be so good for us. But when you're the pot of gold, the tariffs are very good. They're very powerful.
And Democrats are responding to the president's tariff tango with condemnation and some prop comedy.
It's going to affect beer, okay? Most of it, Corona here, comes from Mexico. It's going to affect your guac, because what is guacamole made of? Avocados, both from Mexico.
We might want to call this the Donald Trump Super Bowl tax. Avocados, tomatoes, beer from Mexico. Price is going to go up.
The average American family is going to have their costs increased by $1,200 for 1 year.
So Trump launches this trade war on Friday. And over the weekend, all I hear from the likes of Harold, oh, inflation, recession, economic Armageddon. What happens? Mexico caves, Canada caves. China is saying, yes, we will absolutely buy as much as we can from your American farmers. And the Dow is essentially flat, so Harold's beautiful portfolio remains unscathed.
As does yours.
China is waging drug and economic warfare against the United States, and they had a pandemic that killed 1 million Americans. They're backdooring automobiles through China. They're dumping cheap steel through Mexico into the United States of America. And the cartels are sending fentanyl and migrants all into our country. Don't get me started on the Canadians, Harold. You know what they do with the dairy duties. We discussed that. Also dumping cheap lumber, which they subsidize. Your friends in the banking industry, they can't even lend in Canada. They can't even accept deposits less than 6 figures. They're also delinquent on NORAD and NATO. And as you heard Donald Trump say, they can solve this problem by becoming a state. We are the pot of gold because every other country needs us more than we need them. And it's not like, oh my gosh, Modelo just went up to $11.99 a six-pack. Well, okay, over there, Bud is $6.99. American consumers have choices. With automobiles, yeah, you might have to pay a little bit more, or you have all these people reshore in the United States. You're already seeing Hyundai, you're already seeing Audi and Porsche make cars here. Steve Madden's removing almost all of his shoe manufacturing out of China. Samsung's leaving Mexico to go into South Carolina. This is a great day for, what does he call it, the most beautiful word in the English language, tariff.